The 1-2 pitch on the way. Gallo swings, hits it high and deep to center field. Back goes Taylor at the wall, looking up. That ball is history. Over the batter's eye, a tremendous 2-run homer for Joey Gallo. Just missed hitting it into the water fountains. He gives the Rangers a 2-0 first inning lead with the Rangers' first home run of the season.
The 3-1. That ball is hit to deep right field. Going back is Isbell. He's turning to look. Fountain time for Nate Lowe. He crunches one to straightaway right with 2 men on board. It's a 3-run dinger to put Texas on top, 3-0.
3-2. That one is drilled deep left field. Benintendi back at the wall. That ball is history. Isaiah Kiner-Falefa clears the 8-foot-high wall in left and gives the Rangers some insurance. It is 7-2 Texas. Payoff pitch again, and Lowe strokes one deep up the alley in left center. Grichuk on the run. He turns. He looks. That ball is history into the Toronto bullpen. A 2-run homer for Nate Lowe. He has turned the game around. The Major League RBI leader now has 12, and that's his second home run of the year. There's a swing by Guzzi and a deep drive to right. That's on its way. That ball is history. About halfway up the lower deck in straightaway right. His first of the year, his first hit of the year. And the Rangers made it 3-1.
One ball in the air, deep center field. Gone! He's done it again! Batman. 14 RBIs. His second 2-run shot of the night.
And there's a swing, and there's a high drive well hit to left. Gurriel going back. He's at the wall. That ball is history. A home run for Jonah Heim. And for the first time ever, the Rangers have hit 4 home runs in a game at Globe Life Field. It's 6-1.
His first career big league home run.
There's a swing and a deep drive by Solak. Straight away left. That ball is history. Into the second deck. Just to the right of the 334 sign. What a blast by Nick Solak, and it's 1-0 Texas in the second. 3-1. There's a swing and a long drive to left. This one's way back, and that ball is history. Isaiah Kiner-Falefa with his second home run of the year puts the Rangers back in front 4-3. Pitch is hit high in the air, deep to left. In the corner, way back. That ball is history. A 2-run homer for Charlie Culberson. The Rangers lead it 8-2, and Charlie is a triple shy of the cycle. What a game for Culberson. That is career home run number 24 and his first as a Ranger.
This one is in the air, carrying pretty well. Back to the wall, and that is gone. Lowe just sneaks it out for a solo home run, and the Rangers jump out tonight 1-0. His 4th long ball of the year. That's kind of a cool name. Solak smashes one out to center field. How far will it carry? It is gone! A home run! Solak to the deepest part of the park. And he's put the Rangers on the board first tonight. It's 1-0. Oh, that ball belted out to left, carrying well, gone! Culberson stays hot in Tampa. A 2-run shot, and he's put the Rangers back in front.
Here comes the pitch. Swinging a ball hit out into right field. Hit fairly well. Arozarena going back. He's looking up, and it's out of here. Opposite field home run for Adolis García. Almost had his first big league home run yesterday, but he gets it tonight in extra innings. A 2-run shot that puts the Rangers in front 6-4.
The pitch is swung on. That's belted. Deep right center field, way back, and that ball is history. David Dahl with his first home run of the year. That breaks the no-hitter. That breaks the shutout. It's 5-1 Orioles.
Solak goes the other way. Deep to right. And gone! That one just got over. Nearly caught by Santander. And Solak does go back-to-back. In the air. Out to right field. That could be trouble. Walsh is back. Gone! A solo shot for Adolis García to start the third. And the Rangers get the first run of the night.
And the pitch lifted high in the air, left center field and deep. Going back is Upton at the wall. It is history. Into the rock garden for Nick Solak. His fourth home run, his ninth RBI. The Rangers are on the board. They're now trailing 2-1.
Here it comes.
Oh, baby,
Ooh,
get
that
up.
ball well struck. High in the air. Deep center field. Gone! Garcia again! And Adolis has put the Rangers in front in the eighth inning.
Hey, do you think he knew that was a home run off the bat?
Man, did he ever. Wow. Ooh, that ball pretty well struck. Out to right field. That one is gone. Back-to-back home runs as Nate Lowe joins the party. Big insurance run, and it makes it 5-3 Rangers.
Cease with the one-strike pitch. Fastball is hit high into the air, deep left field. Vaughn going back, and this one sails out of here. Home run for Nick Solak, his fifth of the year. With a man on board, the Rangers are on the board at 5-2.
Here's the pitch. That one's driven. Left center field. Robert at the wall. It is history. A 3-run Jimmy Jack for Adolis García. His fourth home run of the year. His RBI total up to 11. And it is now a 1-run game. White Sox 6, Rangers 5. And the pitch. Breaking ball hit high and deep to left. Way back at the wall, Billy Hamilton. It is history. Just inside the foul pole. The second home run of the game for Adolis García. His fifth of the year. And the White Sox lead 9-7 with 2 outs in the ninth.
Righty's 1-1 pitch. Ew, left it up. Calhoun hits it hard. Out to center field. That one is gone! And Calhoun has tied it in the ninth. He took an aggressive cut at the previous pitch. Hendricks left one up, and Calhoun takes him deep. Oh, that ball hit pretty well. Out to right field. Eaton goes back, looks up. It's gone! And so Dahl gets the Rangers on the board with one swing. It's 2-1. David's second home run of the season.
Here's the pitch. A swing and a long drive. Right center field. Way back. And that ball is history. A screaming 3-run Jimmy Jack for Nate Lowe. And the Rangers lead 3-0. They shut off the fireworks. And Ohtani ducked. It scared him. And he hits a high drive to deep center field. Trout is going back on the track at the wall. That ball is history. A home run for Nick Solak over the 407 sign in dead center. The Rangers grab a 1-0 lead in the bottom of the first.
Oh, that ball hammered down the right field line. Gone! And he's back. A 2-run shot for Joey Gallo. The Rangers lead it 3-1.
The 2-1 swing, and there's a drive, well hit ball deep in the left field. Upton going back to his right, and this one is just over the wall. Second home run of the night for Nick Solak, his 7th of the year. Rangers now lead it 6-1.
A 1 pitch. There's a high fly ball to left center field, carrying well. Verdugo going back at the wall. That ball is history. A 2-run homer for Jose Trevino, his first of the year. And the Rangers lead it 3-1.
2-1. Swing and a drive deep into center field. Hernandez going back, still going back at the track. He leaps into the wall, and it's gone. Hernandez goes hard into the wall. A line drive home run for Isaiah, kind of his third of the year, and the Rangers lead 4-1.
And fires. And that's hit high in the air to deep left field. Back goes Cordero at the wall. That ball is history. A line drive home run for Isaiah Kiner-Falefa, his 4th of the year. And this is now a 1-run game. The Red Sox 5 and the Rangers 4.
And he hammers a ball down the right field line. If it stays fair, gone! A 2-run shot by Calhoun has put the Rangers back in front.
As a starter, as Izzy drives one deep out into left field, this one's got a shot, and it is out of here. Home run, Isaiah Kiner-Falefa, to bring the Rangers to within a run at 3-2.
1 pitch, and that ball hit out to left field. Does it have enough? It's gone! A 2-run homer for Garcia. And I don't know that he got all of it, but he got enough. And it puts the Rangers on the board. It's a 5-2 ball game.
And the pitch. Driven deep. Right field. Way back. That ball is history. A 2-run homer for Joey Gallo. He clears the 23-foot-high wall. He clears the flower box with his 3rd home run of the year. And this is now a 1-run game. Twins 6, Rangers 5, 2 outs in the 9th. And here's the pitch. And there's a high drive, well hit. Right center field, way back, and that ball is history. A home run for Willie Calhoun. He clears the 23-foot-high wall. And this is now a 1-run game. Twins 3, Rangers 2 on Calhoun's 3rd home run of the year.
0-1 the count. Here's the pitch. A high fly ball hit out into left field. Cave going back to the wall. He leaps. It's out of here. Home run for Adolis García. His 7th of the year. Rangers lead it 5-3.
There could be a run coming at some point.
Oh, that ball hit well center field, and that's going to carry a long, long way. It's gone. Well, may that be the beginning. Gallo's 4th homer of the year, and we're tied at 1. And this one is in the air.
Get up.
Out to center field. Carrying well. It is gone. Just got over. Buxton with an excellent effort at the wall, but Heim sneaks out his 2nd of the year to tie the ball game.
In that way, as this ball is driven deep out into center field, Lewis going back, he turns to look, and it's gone. Top of the batter's eye, dead central for Nate Lowe. His 7th home run. Rangers lead 4-2.
3-1 pitch, and Joey hits one deep the other way. Haggerty back, looking up. That ball is history. An opposite field home run for Joey Gallo. He gets the Rangers on the board. It's the Mariners 4 and the Rangers 1.
Good slug and a good OPS. And here he drives one deep into center field. Lewis going back. He turns to look, and it's gone. Home run number 2 tonight for Joey Gallo, his 6th of the season. And with a man on board, it makes it a 5-3 game. Rangers back to within 2.
Adolis García, the batter, and he takes a big hack at the first pitch. Deep to center. Gone! Tie game in the 8th inning. And El Bombi's done it at home.
Sheffield now pitching with a lead for the first time. And Culberson swings and belts one. Straight away left. Way back. That ball is history. It took 1 pitch for the Rangers to tie the game and get Dane Dunning off the hook. It's the Rangers 2 and the Mariners 2. Here's the pitch. And there's a high drive, well hit left center field. Way back at the wall, Lewis and Trammell, and it is history. A 3-run Jimmy Jack for Adolis García. Into the Mariners bullpen. He has busted the ball game open. It's 7-2.
Into the windup, 3-1. Dahl swings and cracks one in the air to left center field. That sends Tauchman and Duggar back at the track, looking up. That ball out of here. David Dahl leaves the yard. A 3-1 fastball taken over the wall in left center field. And for Dahl, his 3rd home run of the year.
Beautiful evening in Houston as Willie swings at the first pitch, and it's a fastball, and it is hammered to right field. Gone! 1 pitch in. Willie Calhoun chases a pitch above the zone. And just like that, the Rangers take a 1-0 lead. 1 for 2 tonight with a walk, and he swings at a first pitch breaking ball and drills it to left field, and that ball is gone. Adolis García all over a first pitch breaking ball from Kent Emanuel, and that is the 10th home run for Garcia this season.
And there's a long drive to right. This one's way back, and this one is history. A 3-run Jimmy Jack for Joey Gallo. A screaming line drive home run. And we've got a ball game. It's the Astros 6 and the Rangers 4.
11 pitches he has seen, and he has yet to see a fastball, but he hits this one into deep right center field. Straw back, got a chance. No, it's gone. Home run for David Dahl. And one too many times this afternoon, the Houston Astros stay away from the fastball, and David Dahl makes them pay. This game is tied at 2.
The 0-2 pitch. Hit in the air to right field. This is deep. Judge going back at the wall. It's history. Adolis García has tied the game with an opposite field home run. His first at bat ever against Garrett Cole, and he takes him deep to tie it at 1. Here's the 0-2 to Willie. And a high drive hit well to center field. Back goes Gardner to the track at the wall. That ball is history. Just to the left of the 407 sign. Willie Lamont Calhoun with his 5th home run of the year. And the Rangers lead it 4-1. There's a swing and there's a high drive to deep right field. Going back is Lamar. He's at the wall. That ball is history. An opposite field home run by Nick Solak. Into the first row of seats above that 9-foot-high section of wall just to the right of the Ranger bullpen. And the Yankees lead is cut to 5-4.
This ball hit well. Deep out to right. It is gone. Brock Holt is back with a home run. And this game tied at 1.
Swinging the ball hit high and deep into right field. Tucker going back at the track at the wall. It's gone! Gone! 3-run home run. Adolis García. And the Rangers walk it off. 7-5.
Gallo and then Davis for the Rangers. Garcia swings. It's a high drive to left center field. Brantley going back. He's looking up. That ball is history. Into the second deck for Adolis García. And this is now a 1-run game. Astros 4, Rangers 3, number 13 of the year for Adolis.
This next pitch is hit high and deep into left field. Did you, Adolis García? Yes, you did. Back-to-back at-bats with home runs. He ties it up at 4. You cannot miss an Adolis García at-bat.
Oh, he did swing. Oh. And that ball is crushed. Deep to left and gone. And Adolis García has answered with his 15th home run of the year. A 2-run shot in the 6th makes it 11-3. That one's up, but he doesn't care. Hammers that one out to left field and gone. That was a bolt right over the fence. Number 16 for El Bombi. And the Rangers are on the board.
And a new rookie record for the most home runs in a month. 11 now here in the month of May for Garcia.
The pitch, that swung on, and that's hit well by Nate Lowe. Straight away right, way back there, and it is history. He clears the 16-foot-high wall. 2-run homer for Nate Lowe, his 8th of the year. His 29th and 30th RBIs. And the Angels' lead is cut to 9-3 in the top of the 6th.
And Gallo hammers that ball high in the air, deep out to right, and gone. A towering Gallo home run. 3rd homer of the afternoon for the Rangers. And it gets a little more interesting here in the 8th.
Here's the pitch. And this one is lifted high into the air, deep right center field. Kelnick going back to the track. He looks up. It's gone. Joey Gallo goes yard with a man on here for the first Ranger runs in the 7th. Joey Gallo's 9th home run of the season makes it a 4-2 ball game. Rangers back to within 2.
Davis deals. And there's a high drive hit deep to right field. This one's way back, and that ball is history. Chris Davis has tied the game with his first home run as a Ranger, clearing the 16-foot-high wall in right. Career home run number 219. And we're tied at 2.
The 1-2. And that ball is lifted into the air, deep right center field. Daza going back. He's looking up, and it's gone. Into the Rangers bullpen. In right center field for Chris Davis, his 2nd home run as a Texas Ranger, and he puts the Rangers on the board here. It's now 9-2.
2-0 pitch, and this ball hit well. Deep out to left. It is gone. Trevino goes yard, and the Rangers continuing to fight in the 9th inning.
Gallo swings and belts one. Deep center field. Kiermaier back, looking up. That ball is history. Up near the top of the high wall that serves as the hitter's backdrop. Joey Gallo crushes one. His 10th of the year, his 26th run batted in. Gallo swings and belts one to deep right field. This is well hit, and that ball is history. This game is tied. A line drive home run straightaway right. It's the 11th of the year for Joey Gallo. The 131st of his career. And he's now the all-time leader in home runs at Globe Life Field. That's his 9th. We're tied at 1.
Runner at first, one out, then Heim swings, and that one's driven to right field. McKinstry back, he turns that one out of here. Jonah Heim leaves the building in a hurry. A 2-run home run for the Rangers catcher, and it doubles up their advantage. They lead 4-0.
That ball was left up, and it is hammered out to center field by Lowe. It is gone. A 2-run homer by Nate Lowe. And the Rangers just tacking on some late punishment here. It is 10-1.
Now the 2-1 pitch. And Martin hits one high and deep out into right field. This one's sailing out of here. Well, last time up, his first RBI in a Ranger uniform, and here in the 9th inning, his first Texas Rangers home run. This one is a 2-run shot, and the Rangers lead 12-1, same score by which they lost the series opener last night.
First major league home run for Jason Martin, coming off a pitcher.
White shoots this one out to right field. It's carrying pretty well. It is gone. Eli White goes the other way, and the Rangers are on the board. It's home run derby tonight. There are nights in this ballpark where it seems like the ball just really carries.
Yeah.
And it is tonight.
Well, it sounded like they threw that ball back onto the field, and that's a good thing because that's Eli White's first major league home run.
Chas McCormick home run. Increased the lead to 6-3. White drives one to right field. McCormick back at the track, looking up, out of here again. Eli White with a multi-homer game. He had his first career home run earlier, his second career home run right here. And the Rangers are back within 2 at 6-4.
Not as much power so far in this June for Garcia, but he hits this one in the air. Deep out to right. It is gone. And there we go. It's been a while for El Bombi. But he's tied it up in the 7th with his 17th home run of the year.
It's a really good example he gets from his dad.
This ball hit well out to left field. Larnach looks up. That's gone. Kiner Falefa sneaks it over the wall in left field for a 2-run homer. And the Rangers start the scoring this afternoon.
2-2 pitch is lifted into the air, deep right center field. Kepler going back. He's looking up, and this one is gone. Almost caught by Brett DeGuss out in the bullpen. It's an opposite field home run for Adolis Garcia, and the Rangers are on the board here at 4-1. The 3-2 swing, and there's a ball hit way out of this ballpark. How far will it go? How about the facade of the second level in right field? Joey Gallo with a topper to make it 4-2.
And here's the pitch, and that's hit high in the air to deep left field. Kemp turns and looks, and that ball is history. It's a 3-run Jimmy Jack for Andy Ibanez, his first big league home run. Makes it 5-0 Rangers. And the pitch to Jose. There's a high fly ball to center field, hit well. Laureano going back, still going at the wall. It is history. A 3-run Jimmy Jack for Jose Trevino. And the Rangers lead it 8-2 in the 6th.
Swing here and a big one for Eli White, heading back out, and don't even try to get this one. It's an upper deck shot. Eli White with a massive blast. Touch them all. They're within 4, 9-5.
2-1. There's a high drive, well hit to center field. Bolt going back. He's at the wall. That ball is history. Joey Gallo just to the left of dead center. Homers off another lefty. Oakland's lead is trimmed to 9-6. Here's the 2-2. And that swung on and belted to deep center field. Bolt going back at the wall. That ball is history. Adolis Garcia puts one out of here just to the right of the 407 sign. His 19th home run of the year. His 51st RBI. The Rangers lead it 2-0.
For Caprillion, it would be 3 wins in each of his last 3 starts. But here's Nate Lowe driving one deep out into right center. This one's got a shot. It's in the bullpen. Home run, Nate Lowe. And with it, right out the window goes the W for Caprillion. Lowe with the blast into the Rangers bullpen has tied this game at 3.
Pitch to Garcia. That's hit high and deep to right. Way back goes Laureano at the wall. It's history. An opposite field home run for Adolis. It's his 2nd of the night. It's his 20th of the year. Another slow trip around the bases for El Bombi. And the Rangers lead it by 2. It's 5-3.
He's knocked in 295 and maybe more. A high fly, deep right center field. Taylor turning to look. It's gone. Over the Ranger bullpen. Home run number 14 on the year for Joey Gallo. It's a 3-run shot, and the Rangers lead 6-0.
Here's the 1-0 delivery. There's a high drive, well hit to center field. Taylor going back on the track at the wall, and that ball's history. The top of the hitter's backdrop. The landing spot for Joey Gallo's 2nd home run of the game. His 15th of the year. And the Rangers lead it 8-0. 0-2. And Gallo hits a high drive to deep left field. Back goes Dozier at the wall. It is history. An opposite field home run for Joey Gallo. With Garcia aboard. It's 3-0 Rangers in the first.
3-1. And this ball hit well. Deep out to center field, and that one is gone. Way up there. Above the batter's eye and just to the right of it. Gallo with a massive home run. 17th of the year, and he has tied the game.
Here's a swing, and there's a drive the opposite way to deep left. Kemp is going back. He looks, and that ball is history. Joey Gallo goes oppo. Clears the 14-foot-high wall and gives the Rangers a 3-2 lead with his 2nd home run of the ball game. The pitch, that's lifted in the air to deep right field. Angling back is Seth Brown. At the wall, he leaps, and it's history. Just barely beyond the reach of Seth Brown, Nick Solak ends a long home run drought with an opposite field 2-run shot. And the Rangers now lead it 5-2.
Gallo hits this ball hard, deep out to right, and that one's gone. Oh my, he's done it again. He waited till the 9th inning, but Gallo has homered for the 19th time and now has 6 home runs in the last 4 games. It's 3-1.
Nate Lowe stands in. He swings and drives one deep out into right field. Brown going back. He turns to look, and it's gone. It's bouncing up the staircase. It's straightaway right for Nate Lowe. Home run number 11 and a 2-0 Texas Rangers lead.
He's homered in 4 straight games. Uh-oh. This one lifted high in the air out to right field. That one is gone. Make it 5 straight games. And another no-doubter to right field. 20th of the year for Gallo. And it's 4-0.
Here's a swing. There's a long drive to left field. That's way back. And that ball is history. John Hicks with his 29th career home run. He homers in his Ranger debut and makes it 5-0 Texas. 3rd home run in as many innings for the Rangers, following home runs by Lowe and Gallo.
The 2-1 pitch. And that ball is hit high and deep into right field. Brown going back to his left, racing toward the corner at the wall. It is out of here. That ball carried well to right, more toward the right field foul pole for Nate Lowe, his 2nd home run of the ball game, his 12th of the season, and the Rangers lead 7-0. Gonzalez lifts the leg and delivers the 1-1 pitch, and here's a high drive, well hit, deep out into left field. Fraley doesn't even move. This one sails way out of here. Beyond the line score and over all of the people behind the left field wall. He almost made it to the 2nd deck. John Hicks with his 2nd home run in his many starts for the Rangers, and Texas leads it 1-0. From one Hicks to another. Nice going, bro. And the first offering to Eli White is drilled into deep left. Fraley going back, it's over his head and just over the wall. A line drive home run that just does get over that 8-foot high wall in left field for Eli White. His 4th home run of the year. It comes with 2 men on, and the Rangers lead 4-0. He swings here and hits one high and deep to left. Fraley moving on this one toward the corner. He looks up, and it is gone. John Hicks, 2 for 2. 2 home runs leading off an inning. Rangers lead it 5-1.
0-1 to Joey, and that one's hit in the air to deep left field. Grossman going back. He's at the wall. That ball is history. An opposite field home run for Joey Gallo. His 21st of the year. He breaks the shutout. It's the Tigers 7 and the Rangers 2. Here's the pitch, and there's a high drive well hit to right center field. Going back is Badu on the track. That one's history. Jonah Heim puts one in the bullpen. Gallo and Heim go back-to-back. And the Tigers' lead is 7-3 with 2 outs in the ninth.
Here's the 1-1. Swinging a high drive. Well hit ball down the left field line. Fair or foul as it descends. It hits the foul pole. Near the top of the foul pole. John Hicks with yet another home run in his Globe Life Field debut. He hits his 4th home run in his last 8 at-bats. And he gives the Rangers a 2-1 lead.
Here's the 1-1 delivery. That's it high and deep to right. That is way back, and that ball is history. Brock Holt crushed that one. It's the 2nd home run of the year for the Brock Star. He adds insurance. The Rangers lead 9-5. The pitch. And Adolis rockets one. Deep left center field, and that ball is history. A tremendous shot by Garcia. He gets his 21st and ties Gallo for the club lead. It's his 59th run batted in. Make it 10-5.
Might he get more to hit? He hits this ball a ton. Way out to right field. That is gone! Well, maybe he doesn't need any help. Joey Gallo's 22nd home run of the year. And he's tied the game at 1.
And
ooh, that ball is pounded again. Deep out to center. Gone! Gallo's 2nd home run of the day. He's having his own private home run derby this afternoon. 23rd of the year.
And he swings and he drives one out into deep right field. Brown going back to the track at the wall. It is gone. A line drive home run to straightaway right field for Adolis Garcia. He gives the Rangers a 1-0 lead.
With Joey Gallo now stepping in, and he swings and hits a high fly ball to deep right field, and that is gone. Back-to-back home runs for Adolis Garcia and Joey Gallo, both Rangers All-Stars getting it done in a big way here in the 1st inning.
Some concern for tomorrow afternoon's game. As White swings here and drives one deep into center. Springer goes back. This is over his head. It's over the wall. Eli White hits one just over the center field wall after the drying compound was applied to the mound. It certainly worked for Eli. He hits his 5th home run of the season and puts the Rangers on the board here in the 9th. It's now a 10-2 ball game.
Here's the pitch. And a high drive well hit. Left center field. This one's way back, and that ball is history. A home run for Andy Ibanez. The homerless string is over after 7 games without one. And the Rangers break the shutout here with 1 out in the 9th. It's the Astros 4 and the Rangers 1.
This ball hit hard by Eli White, and it is gone! Into the Crawford boxes. And Eli White continues his great success against Zach Greinke. It's 1-0 Rangers. He got his first big league home run off Greinke. And there's number 6.
Widener's 1-0. Swinging. There's a ball driven deep out into center field. Smith going back on this one. He turns to look, and it's gone. Takes some left turns. Joey Gallo. His 25th home run of the year. And the Rangers lead 5-2.
1-2, and there's a blast. Deep left field. That ball is history. A home run for Adolis Garcia. It's his first RBI since the All-Star break. His 23rd home run of the year, his 63rd run batted in. Seattle 7 and the Rangers 3. Adolis' last home run, July the 10th, 20 days ago. And here's the pitch. And there's a long drive by Heim. Down the right field line, that is history. His 5th home run, his 16th run batted in. 2 home runs in the inning, and Seattle's lead is 7-4.
3-2 pitch on the way, and that ball is hit high into the air, deep center field. Kelnick going back, still going back at the track. He leaps at the wall. It's gone. Jason Martin with his 2nd home run as a Texas Ranger. Another solo shot. And it's back to a 3-run margin now. Rangers trailing 8-5.
That was such an impactful trade for the history of this franchise.
Oh boy, that ball's pummeled deep out to left. Does it have enough? Gone! Jonah Heim has tied the game. His 6th home run of the year. And we are all square at 2.
The 2-2 pitch. And that ball is hit high and deep out into right center field. It's got a shot. Did you, Jonah Heim? Yes, you did! Jonah Heim hits his 2nd home run of the night. His 7th of the season. And the Rangers walk off the Mariners tonight by the final of 5-4. Heim tosses the batting helmet, touches home plate, and gets mobbed by his teammates.
And here's the pitch. And that one is hit deep to left. It's hooking in the corner. That ball is history. The game is tied. Andy Ibanez with a line drive 2-run homer. And it's a new ball game. 3-3 in the bottom of the 9th. Here comes home 2-2. And there's a swinger. There's a high fly ball, deep right field. Going back is Bowers at the wall. That ball is history. Jonah Heim has done it again. A walk-off home run for the 2nd day in a row. And the Rangers have won it 4-3 as they go back-to-back in the bottom of the 9th with home runs by Ibanez and Heim. There's a swing and there's a blast. Deep left field. That one on its way. It is history. A 2-run homer for Andy Ibanez. His 4th of the year, and the Angels lead is cut to 6-3.
8th pitch of the at-bat, and that ball is hammered. Holy moly, did he get a hold of that one. What a shot by Adolis García, and the Rangers have a 2-0 lead.
No way that fan caught that ball sticking his head out the window in a suite. That's got to be the last thing that he was ever thinking about. The Tide's returning this year.
Kind of Falefa turns on this one down the left field line. It's gone. Well, got out in a hurry too. A solo home run for Kiner Falefa, his 7th of the year, and he cuts the deficit to 3.
The pitch is swung on and belted. Deep right field, hooking down the line. It is history. A tremendous home run for Jason Martin. It's his 3rd of the year and his 6th RBI. He crushed that ball, and the Rangers have a 1-0 lead.
He gets Adolis García, first pitch swinging. That ball's hammered deep out to center. It is gone. Garcia with a 9th inning home run has put the Rangers in front 3-2. Goes right after the first pitch. Belts this ball deep out to left. Gone. And Culberson continues to dominate lefties. His 4th home run of the year. And the Rangers score first. It's 1-0.
He's 1 for 2 tonight. And he swings and drives one deep down the left field line. If it's fair, it's out of here. It hits the pole. Home run, Yoel Pozo. Take those left turns. His first big league home run gives Texas a 6-4 lead.
Peters hits a ball hard, deep to left field. It's gone! Into the upper deck and left. A 2-run shot for DJ Peters. And he adds to the Rangers' lead. That's his first home run as a Ranger.
Pitch swung on, and that's sky to left center field, carrying well. Canna back at the wall. That ball is history. That made it into the 2nd deck. DJ Peters found his go zone. A 2-run blast, and the Rangers lead 3-0 in the 1st.
Here today, the 0-2. That one's ripped to left field. Back goes Canna. That one's up, out of here. They make a trip around the bases. Adolis García. An absolute blast out to left field, and the Rangers' lead is now 5-1.
And that ball hit well. Deep out to right field. Piscotty's back. That one is gone! A two-homer game for DJ Peters. And that's some big insurance runs for the Rangers. 7-1.
Swung on in a high drive to left field. Fraley back at the track, at the wall, leaps up, out of here. Just beyond the 372 mark, Andy Ibanez with another home run, and the Rangers get another from a rookie. For Ibanez, number 5, from a rookie, number 49, and this game is tied at 1.
The line in the 2-2 pitch. And that's it high in the air to deep right field. Back in the corner, Bowers at the wall. That ball is history. Adolis García goes the opposite way for his 27th of the year. His 71st RBI, and Seattle's lead is trimmed to 6-2.
1-1 pitch. And that ball hit well. Out to right field. That could be trouble. It's gone! A 3-run shot! And the Rangers have tied it in the 9th. Jason Martin's 4th home run of the year. And the Rangers do it again to the Seattle bullpen. Oh, that ball struck well. Deep out there to center and gone. A 3-run homer for Nathaniel Lowe. And a free baseball for that dude diving over the seats. And the Rangers jump out quickly tonight.
Pitch to Peters. And a high drive well hit to right field. Back goes Johnson, still going, and that ball is history. It's an opposite field 3-run Jimmy Jack for DJ Peters. He has busted this ball game open. The Rangers lead it 7-3.
0-2. Oh, that ball hit hard. Deep out to right. That one carrying well. It's gone! A 2-run shot for Jason Martin. 5th home run of the year, and he has just made this one a ball game. It's 3-2.
The pitch. Solak hits one deep to right field. Back goes Zimmer. It's over his head, and that ball is history. An opposite field home run for Nick Solak. His 10th home run of the year. And Cleveland's lead is cut to 9-5. This RBI number 36 for Solak. And here's the pitch. And there's a high drive down the right field line, slicing at the foul pole. That ball is history. A home run for DJ Peters. That one is just barely fair. It's his 5th home run as a Ranger. And Cleveland's lead is cut to 9-6. As Peters has hit 5 home runs in 21 games with Texas.
With what can only be described as a very successful debut. Here's a drive to deep right off the bat of Andy Ibanez, and it makes it just over the wall. Tucker was perched there at the wall, but Ibanez goes the other way with his 6th home run of the season, and he gives Texas a 2-0 lead.
And with that home run, Andy Ibanez is the only player in Major League Baseball this year, the only player with 7 straight games of multiple hits.
Here's a drive deep into right field. Tucker goes back on this, back to the track. He's at the wall. It's gone. Into the second row of seats in right, an opposite field home run for Adolis García, his team leading 28th of the year, and he brings the Rangers back to within 3 at 5-2.
Well, this ball hit well by Peters, deep out to center field. Myers going back. It is gone! Wow! What a blast by DJ Peters! His 7th home run of the year. And the Rangers back in front by 4.
Now the 2-1. Swinging a drive deep right field. Tucker goes back to his left. He's at the track, and this one is just over the wall. The first grand slam of 2021 for the Texas Rangers, and it belongs to Adolis García. He gives Texas a 12-2 lead.
This ball hit hard, out to left field. That's carrying well. It is gone!
And he crushed the guy's beer in the process.
Now DJ Peters, home run number 8. And he has the Rangers in front 1-0.
Rangers leading 1-0, and here's a ball driven by Leote deep into center field. Hilliard going back. He's at the wall. He leaps, and it's gone. A line drive smash just a little to the left of dead center. Leote Taveras hits his first home run of the 2021 campaign to give Texas a 2-0 lead.
That was Hilliard's first outfield assist of the year. Solak going the opposite way. That one's deep. It's gone! Opposite field shot for Nick Solak. It's 4-0 Rangers.
Kicks and deals, and Lowe hits one off the end of the bat deep out into left field. Tapia going back, still going back. This one sails out of here. A home run for Nathaniel Lowe on the first pitch at the bottom of the second. For Lowe, his 14th home run. Rangers lead 1-0.
Taveras gets into this one. Deep out to right. It's gone! Back-to-back nights. And Leote Taveras leaves the yard again. It's 3-1 Rangers.
And the pitch, Martin swings, hits a high drive to deep right center field. Lagares going back. He's on the track. He's looking up. That ball is history. Jason Martin has tied the game with a 2-run homer that completely cleared the 18-foot high wall. His 6th home run, RBIs 14 and 15, and it's a 2-2 game.
Ooh, this ball pounded center field. That one headed back, and it is gone! Might well have touched the glove of Marsh, but Peters with another home run, his 9th of the season.
And he swings here and hits one high and deep into left field. Adele going back. He's at the track. He looks up, and it is gone. DJ Peters has gone yard not once but twice, and this time with 2 men on. Texas leads 5-0.
2-2 pitch and a high drive well hit. Left center field. That ball is way back, and that ball is history. A 2-run homer for DJ Peters, and this is now a 2-run game. It's the A's 6 and the Rangers 4 in the top of the 8th. Well, he jumped on a hanging slider there. It's his 10th home run in only 35 Ranger games. And here's the pitch. Swung on and a high drive. Well hit left center. That one's on its way. That ball is history. A monster 2-run homer for Jonah Heim puts the Rangers in front 7-6. Heim with his 9th home run. RBIs 25 and 26. It's a 5-run inning and a 1-run Ranger lead.
Leote Taveras goes after the first pitch. Well, he puts a pretty good charge into this one. And that one carrying pretty well. It is gone. Another Rangers home run. And that was a blast by Taveras. 3rd of the year. And the Rangers now up 8-6. 2-1 pitch, and that ball hit well. Deep out to right field. It is gone. Nathaniel Lowe's first ever hit against Berkey, and it leaves the yard. And so the Rangers get the first runs of the night tonight. It's 2-0.
2-1. That one swung on and driven to right center field. Siri back, track, wall, out of here. Adolis García, his 30th home run of the season, and the Rangers take a 4-0 lead.
This ball hit well. Deep out to center field, and that one is gone! Peters with an absolute rope to center field. Wow! His 12th bomb of the year. The Rangers have opened an 8-0 lead. Culberson lifts this one down the left field line, and that one is off the pole, a home run. Culberson's 5th home run of the year, and the Rangers are on the board. It's 4-1.
And delivers, and Lowe swings and drives one deep to right center field. This one is way back, and this one is history. A 2-run homer for Nathaniel Lowe, his 16th of the year. And the Rangers draw first blood. It's 2-0 in the first. Jose has 2 of the 4 Ranger hits. Both of them singles, and he slams one high in the air, deep left center. That is way back, and that ball is history. A leadoff home run for Jose Trevino in the 8th. And the Rangers are on the board. It's the Orioles 3 and the Rangers 1. That's home run number 4 of the year for the Rangers catcher. Lowers the hands to the waist, up to the chest, and to the plate, and low hits a fly ball to center. It is deep. McKenna going back. He's at the wall. He leaps. It is history. A home run for Nathaniel Lowe. Just to the right, a dead center. And this is now a one-run game. It's the Orioles 3 and the Rangers 2. Home run number 17 for Nate Lowe.
Andy hits this ball pretty well. Out to left field. Will it stay fair? It is gone! Andy Ibanez with a two-run shot. And the Rangers get on the board first this afternoon.
Cobb's pitch is hit high and deep into center field. Marsh going back on this one. He's at the wall, and it's gone. Line smash off the bat of DJ Peters. And this gets Texas back into the ballgame. It's now 5-3.
Nobody out in the inning. And there's a swing and a drive, right center field. Rojas going back. He's at the wall. That ball is history. Adolis García has broken the Ranger Club record for home runs by a rookie. That's his 31st. It's a two-run shot, and the Rangers trail now 6-5. And what a slow trot he has taken around the bases. Really enjoying this. He's up to 90 runs batted in. Also a Rangers new club record for a rookie.
3-2. And Kiner Falefa turns on this one, deep out to left field. Back to the wall. Gone! 8th home run of the year for Kiner Falefa. And he makes it a one-run game.
Taking pitches out of the strike zone.
With this ball hammered high and deep to right. It is gone! What a blast by Nathaniel Lowe. Wow! There's that sweet, easy swing and that big-time power. Number 18 for Lowe.
Here's the pitch, and there's a drive hit well to left field. Mercado turns and looks, and that ball is history. A two-run homer for Jose Trevino. Don't go away, the Rangers are not yet dead. It's Cleveland 9 and the Rangers 6 with one out in the ninth. Here's the 3-1. And there's a drive deep by Calhoun down the right field line. It's hooking. It is history. Just barely fair down the right field line. Willie Lamont Calhoun, his 6th home run of the year. And the Rangers grab a 1-0 lead in the first.
Runners at first and second and nobody out. Jonah swings, drives one into deep right field. Zimmer going back at the wall. He leaps and it's gone. A line drive, 3-run home run for Jonah Heim, who gives Texas a 4-1 lead.